Welcome back to Living with a Classic. We're back here with this 1972 P6 Rover. Previous video went for a test drive and that went really well. After I came back, I went for a couple more drives and I started to get a weird whine from the transmission. Yeah, as you can hear, that doesn't sound that great. It only happens in neutral or in any of the gears, so it's only when the pump is going, because on these transmissions the pump doesn't spin in park. So I think it is a blocked filter or something like that, a blockage, because if I turn the engine off and switch it back on, it'll be fine for about 30 seconds, and then I think there's a blockage, it builds up pressure and it basically starves the transmission of fluid. So I limped it back home, have it up in the air now. It's cooled down 3 or 4 hours later. So I think we're going to drain it, have a look at the filter. It should be one of those you can clean out. So we'll see what that looks like. See if I have a pan gasket. Otherwise I have to pick one up tomorrow. And yeah, so let's drain it out and see what that filter looks like. Hopefully it's a simple fix because I don't feel like rebuilding a transmission right now. There is the pan I want to get off. There's a drain in the middle. I'm going to see if I can use that. Otherwise, I'll use a vacuum extractor through the dipstick hole and get all that out. I did forget to mention one thing. Yes, I did check the level and I topped it up a little bit. So the level is perfectly correct. Still having the issue. So let me drain that, drop the pan, and then we'll see what it looks like inside. Hopefully, we find a clogged filter. Yeah, that's pretty dark looking stuff. I mean, our plan was to service this once it was up and running. So it's not a bad thing that we're doing it now. Hopefully it's still good. Well, I've seen worse. So it's not that terrible, but definitely not a bad idea to get this out and clean it. This amount of sludge is definitely normal. And this as well. Not seeing any big chunks or anything. So that's really good. I'm going to get the filter off. Have a look at that. And if everything else looks good, we'll put it back together. See how much fluid I have at home. I might only have 2 or 3 liters. Need a little bit more, so maybe I'll have to wait till tomorrow to try it out. But we can clean out the filter and put it back together at least. Because the filter doesn't look that terrible either, but the fluid that came out of it was a little sludgy. So yes, you can get new ones of these, but it's just a metal screen. So for now, I'm going to clean it, my parts washer, thoroughly clean it out, make sure that's good and clean. We can put that back, and I'll order one if I can get new ones. Because even if this works, I want to service this transmission one more time, just because how bad everything was when it came out. Well, not bad, but it's just I like to have it a lot cleaner than this. Also, when I removed the drain screw, the first stuff that came out before I grabbed the camera, that was really sort of sludgy. So anything in the bottom here was pretty sludgy, so that could have gummed things up as well. So I'll clean this up, put this back with a new gasket. I do have a spare one, but I need to get another one if I want to use it again. Put this all back on, and we'll try it, see if it works. I'm really wondering how well this could show up on camera, but look how clean it is now. You can actually see the backing of it. And there was some gunk that came out of it, so it's a lot better now. And it was hard to tell before, but definitely that would have been a big obstruction. So we'll refit this, put the pan back on. I'm going to measure how much I got out, see how much I have at home. It's running kind of late, so maybe I need to pick up some more tomorrow, but we'll fill up as much as I have. And we'll see, maybe it will be enough to fire it up tonight. Otherwise, that will have to wait until tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. I've gone and picked up some more fluid. In case you're wondering, these Borgwarner units, they don't use regular Dextron ATF. They use Type F. So it's the same that you use in an XJ6, Series 1, 2, or 3, or early XJ12s, XJS of the Borgwarner transmission. So I measured what I got out. Got out a little over 3 liters. So I'm going to put in about 2.5. Check levels, start it up, and we'll go for a test drive. Hopefully no more whine, because I really do not feel like rebuilding a transmission. I filled it up as per instructions, so with it cold, right below the low mark, and then you're supposed to check it hot with the engine running later. So I've done that. I brought some fluid along. Let's see how it shifts. All right, it's actually smoother than before, so that's a good thing. That's third. As you can probably tell, it is from the previous video, it's a lot colder today on this test drive. It's just from one day to another, quite different weather. But I'm going to drive the same route I drove yesterday and stop a couple times along the way, check the fluid level, and I'll report back if this has fixed the issue or not. So far, the shifting is silky smooth. We're a little over halfway my test drive route, which is about 10 kilometers. So 5 kilometers in, shifting's really smooth, and it wants to downshift and everything. So it could have just have been a really badly blocked filter. I hope so. I mean, these BorgWarner units, both, you know, the 35 and then the 65 and the 66, using XJs and the old BorgWarner 12s and 8s. They're not the most sophisticated transmissions, but they're quite durable. So hopefully it has survived having such a blocked filter. Yeah. We're going to drive back home. We'll check the level, and if that is correct, and we only need to add a little bit, or if it's, you know, in between minimum and maximum, I'll be happy with that. And I don't want to call it yet, but this is feeling very fixed, just because it's shifting so much better. And if it is fixed, of course, I'm going to service it one more time in I don't know, a couple hundred miles or so, just because you can't get all the fluid out. You get maybe a little more than a third of it out. So I want to do that again, and then see if anything has collected in the filter, see if anything's collected on the magnet that I cleaned and all that. But so far, silky smooth. It was on basically just below the low, so I added just a little bit of fluid because everything's not fully warmed up, so I don't want to overfill it. I'll take the same test drive again, and then I'll report back, hopefully that everything is just fine. Well, I call that success. I drove twice more around that sort of call around the block, and it's working nicely. It has a little bit of a harsh shift, the 1-2 shift. 2-3 is very smooth, and kick down is smooth, so not sure if that's how it's supposed to be, or if I need to find the just sort of fluid level after driving it a bit. Maybe just some brake bands, not really sure. But it's not making a weird sound. We're not losing drive, and hope it's fixed. I think it's fixed. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. And in the next video on this car, we'll take it to get inspected and see if it's roadworthy and ready to be back on the road. Till next time, I'm Adam. This was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.